Chromia. So Chromia is a modular blockchain. It was built specifically with dApps in mind. Now, when they launched, they actually ended up launching a couple of projects that did really, really well. My neighbor Alice is one of the most well-known ones in terms of, back in 2021, this literally launched and did like a 40x almost immediately and was hovering around the top 100, 200 for a while. Now, crypto gaming's not really come back in the same, in terms of the excitement that there was back in 2021. But if it does, I want to take a look at where potentially Chromia can go. Now, before I get into it, guys, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. Now, in all the videos that I did about these coins, I showed myself buying the cryptos because I thought they were going to make me really good money. And you can see what all these cryptos were worth when I recorded the videos. You can also see the highs that all these coins hit around about 16 months on. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into them. So if you did 100 into every single one, in under a year and a half, you'd have made over 123 grand. Now, obviously, you don't have a year and a half to get your portfolios up to scratch. We're in a bull cycle right now. If you're sitting on cryptos that are not making you money, you've probably got deadwood in your portfolio you've got to clear out. If you don't know when to get started, start at copymycrypto.com. There's a link in the description. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. So whenever I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, so they make the exact same profit as me, but they don't have any work to do at all. And if you go onto the site, you'll see what my members have earned. You can read their testimonials, you can verify it all because it's all public record on this channel. And if you like what you see, guys, try out the site, especially before these markets really, really start to rip. Now, Chromia. Excuse me. So Chromia is sitting at a market cap of 183 million. The volume on it is good. I mean, 54 million on a market cap of 183 is not bad at all. It's on Binance. It isn't on Coinbase, by the way, so it could get that Coinbase listing. You know, that listing bounce could do quite well for Chromia. Now, the thing is when we actually check out the coin itself, obviously in terms of price action, it's not done brilliantly since sort of 2021. And even in 2021, it, you know, to be fair, it didn't do bad. It went up from 2 cents to over $1, so you can't knock that. Now, Chromia is aimed to be used for anyone that wants to build a dApp. It's founded by Chromia, which is a company that's been working on blockchain solutions since 2014 for a bunch of different sectors like finance, real estate, public services. And Chromia is also known for creating colored coins, which are user-defined assets on a blockchain that can represent anything from currencies to stocks to collectibles, which is quite a nice feature that they created. Chromia's vision is to enable a new generation of dApps that can scale beyond what's currently possible and address real-world problems in various domains such as gaming, social media, finance, healthcare, education, governance, and more. As I said, my neighbor Alice is one of the more famous ones that launched on there. This is a multiplayer blockchain game, but it ended up doing really, really well. It's on its initial launch. They've also launched Hedgit, Corite, Chain of Alliance, Vault 12. As I said, the founders are basically Chromia, but it was founded by Henrik Hjelt or Perelman and Alex Mizrahi. They went through a few fundraising rounds as well. First time was the private sale that took place where they made $3 million from some big names. The second round, they raised $2.5 million. And the third round, they raised an undisclosed amount from one investor, which was Binance Labs, the venture capital arm of Binance. And then, they have also received a strategic investment from Animoca Brands, which is a leading developer and publisher of mobile games. As we can see, Chromia, since being up and running, we've actually we've seen a decent amount of dApps on here, but realistically, like my neighbor Alice obviously is right at the forefront because it did so well. Chain of Alliance, Mines of Delania, that's obviously been all right. BL, I don't know what that is. BLKDNM, Connecting Fashion, bridges and connects physical and digital fashion. Cool. Cloudborne and VfB Stuttgart, which is to do with the football team itself. So that's not too bad. But yeah, still underwhelming, right? And that would be the cause for concern from my perspective. Let's have a look at the Vault and the Explorer. So in terms of the dApps, we're not looking at tons here. They've had a decent amount of time. If we check the Vault, so all the dApps, there isn't tons. You know what I mean? There is not tons at all. That has to be a little bit of a cause for concern. So if you're a Chromia holder, I would be looking at this concern that there hasn't been wider growth for Chromia since they launched, really. They talk about the many use cases for Chromia, gaming being one of them, but obviously data and DPIN is another. So you can so they talk about how decentralized data as a service can be done. This is file chain of file hub. So you use their powerful and adaptable utilities to upload NFT images and metadata, etc., etc. But just not really kicked on, has it? Not really kicked on. Real world assets. Ledger digital assets. Yeah. So total number of dApps, 30. Total number of nodes is 30. Total number of providers is 21. All in all, I do think this is probably something that if you are a holder, you're a bit disappointed in, realistically, because mainnet-wise, very little has happened comparatively to so many of the other blockchains. And that's the issue, right? Is you want to see more growth. You can stake Chromia, by the way. So if we go to staking, you can see. So you earn 10% plus whatever the extra is in terms of APR. So the earnings aren't necessarily bad in terms of staking. But again, do you want to sit and stake a coin that isn't really kicking on in the same way? Now, one thing I will say, look, volume-wise, it's good. It's good. It does have the potential to get listed on a Coinbase because the volume is pretty good, right? But in terms of where they're at with their blockchain, they are behind where they should be. And all-time high for this coin was $1.50. As of right now, I can't see Chromia getting back to its all-time high. There's just not really been enough happening. They've done their Asgard upgrade was completed, to be fair, on December 3rd, so that is something. That radar listed the color pool XYZ airdrops, qualify, you stake your... Okay, so there is an airdrop coming. So if people are interested, you can airdrop if you stake your Chromia. Because on January 15th, there'll be a snapshot. So that's when you'll be eligible for an airdrop. So if you want some free crypto, there's always a way. But all in, I do feel a little underwhelmed by the ecosystem. Now, part of the success of Chromia is going to come down to what becomes exciting once again in the crypto space. Are we going to see crypto gaming get exciting once again? If we do, of course, Chromia has a chance of doing something because some of the more popular games in the crypto space have been built on Chromia. My Neighbor Alice and obviously Mines of Delania. So there is a world that Chromia can do okay, but you would want to start seeing more projects starting to develop on top of Chromia. As of right now, all-time high being $1.50 and not having seen much other than their recent Asgard upgrade, I'd be hesitant to say this is going to do much more than $1 in this bull cycle because they're just not. We've not seen new game projects. We've not seen new dApps. That certainly not ones that are getting people excited. And at the moment, like I say, crypto gaming is kind of the background. and maybe it has another run, and Chromia would benefit from that. But there's a lot of gaming projects and gaming platforms that will benefit first. So right now I can't see a world where it gets anything more than $1. The only circumstance where I think that could happen, and it maybe gets to $2, would be if there's a Coinbase listing, which as of right now, I think is kind of unlikely. But their volume is good enough that they could warrant a listing. It's just going to depend on what Coinbase do over the next few months. And to be honest, I think we'll get a very good idea of how Coinbase start pushing forward once once Trump's inauguration's happened, because then we've got a new head of the SEC. It might be Coinbase go, Gary Gensler's gone, now we're going to start listing stuff. So who knows? But I think right now $1 is probably where I'd peak it at. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. How high do you think Chromia can get? Do you think I'm being really harsh? Do you think I'm being really generous? Where do you stand? And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you are sitting on coins that you're not happy with, that are not making you money, then you've got to clear out some rubbish in your portfolios. To do that, and if you don't know where to get started, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at, so my members can copy along exactly. So they make the same profit as me, except they don't have any work to do at all. And if you go onto the site, you'll see what they've earned and our successes. It's public record, verify it on this channel. Right now, the markets are having a little bit of a pullback. They're just getting ready to settle at higher prices before another move up. If you're sitting on coins that have not been making you money all year, you've probably got the wrong coins. Clear out the dead wood. Have a look at copymycrypto.com. If you like what you see, guys, join up to find out the coins I'm in. And that's it from me. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.